Okay, the continuity of this story apparently, and it's conceivable that, well, in Robotech they had the global civil war, and I just thought this on the end because you gotta have a concert. You gotta end it with a concert. I won't put all 8 minutes of this, just tidbits of it. And the extra could be the whole concert, but yeah, this is just the, yeah. So yeah, I probably wouldn't put much of it on there. Yeah, I decided to throw that in there, and as a gag, I thought I was inspired as the crowd sort of end credits kind of thing. A gag, 90-something-year-old commander of fire bomber is actually in the audience, tying this into Macross 7. So that's Basera. But it's also the other guy. And he met me. And Rick Hunter did too, apparently. Not really, but... But anyway, yeah, so I thought that would be funny as a joke. Throw that in there. Cool. So this was my little nod to the first Endless Circle ties back again. It's the science of Robotech ties in again. To go full circle to begin the adventures of Rick Hunter, Lisa Hayes, and Min May. It is the year 2048. It is the year 2048. The Robotech defenders continued their odyssey. Dun, dun, dun. I don't need to put that in there. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots raise their battles to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. Transformers, robots in disguise. Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers. The Transformers. Autobots rage their battles to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. Dun, 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 dun. For the original creators of Robotech. This homage story and the series within it is probably what the fans would have wanted years ago. Thank you for exciting animation adventures beyond the stars. For well over 30 years of Robotech adventures and Macross adventures. Dun, 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 dun. There's like 8 minutes of this. You're only going to use clips from it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's amazing. Truly. Astounding light show. It's very cool. Very Robotech-like. It's like, yes. Very, very awesome. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So, you're the guy that wrote the Firebomber song 30 years ago. It's more like 80 years ago now, isn't it? No, he isn't really. Just kidding. Okay. Wouldn't he be like 100 years old? Probably would be. It's 2040. 2040, he'd be... Oh, it's 2018 now. If he's in his 40s, let's say he's 50 now, in 2018. 2048, he would be 90. So you're the firebomber frontman guy for years ago. Yes, it has been a long, long time. Yes. You must be almost 100 years old. About 90. Firebomber. Admiral Hunter, this is quite a show. Huh. Yes, it is. Not as good as a Min-May concert, but it'll do. Yes. Remember being introduced to this stuff when I was a kid by someone named Calcat. Of course, I didn't actually meet him until 2018. Anyway, the Cool Rock Online. I want Min-May to say that. Which is not in the script, but I want Min-May to say that. Huh. What is this? It's interesting. Cool. Rock on. What is this? Well, it's interesting. Cool. Rock on. What is this? Interesting. Cool. Rock on. Yeah. It's just pans, you know. Okay, so most of the human characters in their buildings and such. That's what I shot today on the 8th. Doing their buildings and bridges, because the rest of it is outside or in an ethereal realm. And Jetfire seems to be missing, but we really don't need him. I see no reason why it couldn't be any other Autobot, and makes more sense if it kind of is another Autobot. We don't really need... here, I'll turn the camera around. Okay, yeah. This story is more of a wrap-up of the other episode, so it has a lot less, to tie it together. I could find the Jetfire, I could look around for another day and find him, but he doesn't need to be in this story because he's not really in the other one. So it was just Prime and Megatron in the other one, so it's Prime and Megatron in this one. Also, the first time we see the Titan Prima and the Titan of the Darkness interacting when they're not dragons, they're actually not the cities yet. They're the Transmetal Cybertron, Megatron, Galvatrons from and Transformers Cybertron. They look more interesting, so visually ties into where they are in the universe. 2046, that would be at that 30 years after that point, but yeah. They just look more interesting. They're not dragons in this case. Yeah, I don't want to stick a lot of extra stuff in there just because, you're trying to basically wrap up the 2 parts that make up the last half of the story, even though it's supposedly 2 years later. And and you want to just have the main characters discover each other. Mainly, the story wraparound is the visuals with them going along out in the woods on the planet. That's your main story. In the script, it's roughly 25 pages. Filmed, that's roughly 46. So far, I think we have, checking the dailies, about maybe 6 minutes already of just bridge in and out scenes and the concert here. This isn't going to be more than 2 or 3 minutes, but I thought it looked visually more interesting and more human if it has the human characters interacting instead of randomly having a transformer like Night Racer in there. She can be there, but in other shots visually, but not. It just doesn't look right. That's kind of one of the things that Michael Bay got wrong. I'm going to address some of the Michael Bay stuff because we're going to show some of those guys in this. That's some of the stuff they got wrong. So yeah, I do want to show you something else though. Hold on.